volume majority. What I mean by that is there's two types of candles, reds and greens. And then there's candles that have, of those, there's candles that have volume and candles that don't volume. So volume majority are those, do the red candles have a majority, or do the green candles have the majority of volume? Okay, does that make a lot of sense? Probably not. So if you look at the opening of a day, which is always the trickiest part of the day, what you can do is count the number of red candles and count the number of green candles that have volumes, which is the triangles, black or blue. Blue's more better, but blacks are okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is like 12 candles, right? Let's count of the first 12 candles how many have volume. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red, 5 reds. And now let's count the green candles. 1 green candle. So of 12 candles, 6 are no volume, 5 red volumes, and 1 green volume. So that tells you that the trend is going to go down, and indeed the trend does go down. Boom, 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 boom. So even if you get into right here, which is a peak, which is a good spot to get in, you know it's going to have a ways to go down. Anyways, so that's one example. Anyways, you know it's a long downtrend. All right. So the rest of the rules I talk about are like breakthroughs are very important, right? And also whether a peak is weak or strong. So for example, you have 2 greens and 1 red, right? And then you have another green and another red. Well, ideally what you're looking for is several greens up and several reds down, and then the peak would be the day's over, green to red. That's right here, green to red's a peak, right? Red to green, that's a valley. Green, red, that's a peak. So anyways, that's kind of one way to tell if it's a strong valley or a strong peak. The second thing is, if you have a red, if this really is a peak, and then you should have a red, a red, a red, and a red. You know, like this one, red, 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 3 reds in a row. This is a good indication of a downtrend. But here you got a green, a red, and then you have another green. So, anyways, this isn't a really super strong peak, but it's like a medium peak. It's not a terrible peak or a weak peak. Okay, so, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the majority. If you count the green candles and count the red candles. And often what you'll get is, even though like an uptrend, you'll expect more green candles than red candles, but like, this is not a really long uptrend. So you might expect to have equal number of greens and reds, or maybe a little bit more greens and reds. So if we count the green candles, let's see how many we got. 1 green candle, 2, 3, 4. 4 green candles that are on the rise. And then the red candles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6 if we count that one. Or 5 or 6. So we have like 5 green candles, 5 red candles. So what I'm saying is that kind of indicates that this isn't going to be a real long, strong uptrend. If you want to see a real long, strong uptrend, this is the one. See how it goes: 1 peak, 2 peak, 3 peak, and how much it gains from here all the way to that's a strong one. And so then, just to show you how this works, if it starts down here, let's count, and ends up there. Let's count all the green candles with volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 green candles. Let's count the red candles going down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you get what I'm saying, right? We got 17 green candles with volume and 2 or 3 red candles. That's why this is such a strong one. How about this one right here? Here's you got a green with volume and a red with volume, so that's the peak. We got 1, 2, 3. I'm counting. Oh, count the reds going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red candles going down. Now let's count the green candles with volume. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5. So we got 4 greens and 11 reds, right? So I'm just trying to prove my point that overall you can tell which way it's going by counting the candles. And on this downtrend, it's obviously more red candles than green candles. So I think that's. So let's go into the minutia. It's like when do you get into a trade, right? So if we look at this one, we got a green and a red. So that's sort of our peak. And then going down, we got 1 red candle, 2 red candle, 3 red candles, 4 red candles, 5 red candles, and then it comes back up. And so right up here is probably either here or here is a good time to get in, obviously, right? So if we look at the peaks, again, see this black squares, it tells you it's a peak. And so, but you kind of have to look at the next squares of gray. So, anyways, this black-gray combination, it can be black and whatever color you want, except for green. You can have black and gray, black and orange, black and red. That's the peak, but not black and green. So over here you have a black and a black, so that's a peak, and then it's black, black, and gray. So this is a peak over here, so that's a good time to get in. And if you got in here, you'd still be able to come down here. And this, you could tell that this is a support line, so this is probably a good time to get out. So I hope that's a helpful video. We could go into a little bit more. So if we got downtrend, well, that's enough for this video.